everyone. Let's give you a second to come on and join, and welcome to Thursday night chat. Hopefully a few of you can come on tonight. I'm going to get started with a card. So let's see what they're saying for us today. And when you come on, just pop a comment in. Let me know you're here. Let's give these a good shuffle because I've been having these out for a few weeks now. Hi, Anya. Right. Oh, we got a good card today. So signs and reminders for us today. So this card, oh wow. There's really big energy going on at the minute and there's been so much happening, and sometimes the guides are trying to get these messages through, but often we're struggling to see them. But there's this real big kind of strength coming through, and what it's saying is the guides and the angels are just saying that that's already in you, the strength is there within. So if you've been looking externally for all these things lately, what they're saying is, hi Heather, what they're saying is that energy is already within you. So the signs you've been getting is just to clarify, not that your guides and your angels are here to help, but that you don't actually need the help, you've got it already. So I want you to get comfort from any signs and reminders that you've been seeing, but really this strength is just in us. So we just need to unlock it. So all your guides and angels are coming in to do is say, I'm pushing you to show you that it's already there. So that's amazing. Hi, Christina. So yeah, so this card, I normally pull this signs and reminders card, and it normally tells us, the guides and angels are coming in and going, we've got you, you're manifesting, you've got this, everything's okay. But really, this is a powerhouse card this week. The energy is completely different with it. It is saying your guides and your angels are coming in, they're bringing you all these signs to tell you, you don't need them. You have got it. Everything you need is inside of you. So stop looking external. So I don't know whether you've all been looking for things externally at the minute and wanting that reassurance, but they really are coming in to say, you have got this. You are a powerhouse in yourself. So that's an amazing sign. I'm buzzing with that one. Now, this week, we're talking about the podcast I did, and we were talking about we're moving into 2022. There's such big energy with the new year. There's so much pressure. I often found that there was so much pressure around New Year, whether it was around setting new resolutions, sticking to goals, it just always felt very heavy and very restricted, really, because I felt if I wasn't going to stick to my New Year's resolution, I was going to fail. So how are you around the new year coming? Does it get you energized? Does it make you think, yes, I can't wait for a new year to start? Because that's where I am now. I literally get super excited, but I was never like that in the past. So please let me know, where is it New Year's for you? Does it help? Does it make you dream big? Or are you currently oh my God, a new year, I've got all this stuff to do? And if you're watching the replay, make sure you pop a comment in and let me know. So you guys watching, make sure you comment in. And this podcast episode I did was all around, are we dreaming big enough? Because we all set our goals and we set our visions and we set these big dreams out there. But actually, when we look at whether we're dreaming big enough, there's certain things that might be holding you back without you even realising. And these are things that used to trip me up and sometimes still do, and I have to give myself a check. So I talk about the limitations we put on our big dreams. So when you're thinking about the things you want to do, when it comes to manifesting, there is no limits. There's no limitation. Anything you want to bring in, anything you want to create, this big life you want to have, you can have it. The thing is, we've just got to get our beliefs and our vibration up to that same level. So often when we're looking at these big dreams, we stop ourselves dreaming so big because we're looking at our external conditions at the minute. So it might be that you're thinking currently where you are at work, and then you're thinking, right, well, I want to grow at work, I want to go for that next promotion, I want to, you're planning your career, but you're planning your career around what that current job, what that current company can offer you. So often we plan a career based on steps that we can see, or we plan things based on our current money situation that we have, or we'll plan big dreams based on what you've done in the past. So you'll be thinking about things, well, I've only ever done this much, or I've only ever had this much money, or I've only ever done this. So you'll limit yourself based on these conditions that we put on ourselves from external. So who's done that before? I used to sit in whichever company I worked in, and I'd be thinking about my next steps and my future goals based on what the company could offer, what jobs I could see that were available or were coming up in the next few years, or, were going to be on the cards at some point. That was how I was planning my life, around what this company could offer me. And once I got into manifesting, I walked into that job that next day and I was like, I don't even have to be here. This is not going to be my future. It was amazing. It was like a whole lift. But we set ourselves based on what we're currently seeing in our situation at the minute. So have you all done that before? Have you all planned your life based on a certain career route, or what it is that your work, what your current work situation is? Sorry guys, if you are commenting, I'm not seeing them, so hopefully there's things coming through. Hi Casey, I've seen you've just started. Or there is, hi Oswald as well. I'm really not getting comments, so I don't know whether you're being quiet. If you're being quiet, please just say so that I can see what's coming through, because I don't want to be ignoring you. So these are things that we often limit ourselves to. So we set these goals based on our current limitations. Heather's saying, yes, definitely limit myself. They're coming through now. No comments, just listening. You guys, you're great at listening and I love it, but it really does help get the energy going and helps me know what to put out there and say. So please comment. Helps me see your train of thought so that I can see where I'm going as well. Casey's listening while she drives. So that was a big thing for me, looking at, I can dream big without setting these limitations. So when you're setting your goals up, don't think about the current company you're working for, don't think about the current job profession you're in. Think about what you love to do. Think about what you actually enjoy in a job. Not what that next job can offer you, what you enjoy, you personally enjoy. So for me, I absolutely love the conversation, I love coaching, I love bringing people on. I hate detail. I don't want to sit and look at spreadsheets all day. I don't want to sit and look at reading documents and doing all of that. And I go into all my jobs and things knowing exactly what my strengths are and what I want to bring to that. So think about, what is it you love and what lights you up and what is it you really want to be doing with your time. That's how you start to understand what goals you want to set and what those big dreams actually are. Heather's saying, I don't always know what to dream for. And that's the thing, Heather. So we don't always have to have this huge picture. Some of us are, you can either be a really specific manifester or a non-specific manifester. And I'm a non-specific manifester. So I don't like I've just said, I don't like the detail. So I'm very much in the case of, I want to feel this way. I want a job that makes me feel excited. I want a job that uses my skills, as in like this people side. I want something that I can see I'm creating impact. I can see I'm helping people change and transform. But I don't know what that looks like. That could actually look like me having, like you, an alpaca farm somewhere where someone's getting really excited and walking around. It doesn't necessarily mean that I know that end goal, but I know the feeling, I know what I want to create, I know what I want, like money wise, I know what I want my house to feel like. all of that type of stuff. So it doesn't have to be super specific that you're doing a certain thing or you've got a certain thing. It's just that feeling and that energy around it. What it could look like, feels like is a block, yeah. And sometimes, that's an eye-opener in itself. Are we blocking ourselves because often we can't imagine it for us? Sometimes it can be that we can't actually physically bring ourselves to say, that's what I want. That is what I would love. And I was like that for quite some time. Casey's saying no spreadsheets here either. And Christina's limits money limits are stopping you dreaming big. Yeah. And this is, so I used to look at, especially my financial situation as well, and I'd be like, I'd love to go and do more learning, but I can't afford it. So that was that off the cards. And then I'd love to do certain things, but I can't afford it. So that was that off the cards. So money was a massive blocker for me, and it was a big blocker. And I've done a lot of work around that, but it really was like a blocker to me dreaming big. I couldn't imagine this life because I couldn't imagine where the money would come from to pay for it, or I couldn't imagine where all that stuff would come from. So that really did stop me dreaming big. And the thing is, when we dream big, when we're manifesting, we don't need to know the how. So we've got to clear that slate. All these limitations that we're putting on ourselves is because we're trying to plan the how. We're trying to plan all the steps. Whereas when we're putting the dreams out there, we're not meant to be planning the how. We're not meant to be planning that detail. We're not meant to be getting into that stuff. Hi, Dushka. So that's where we've got to let go of that and really just go, what is it I want? What is it you desperately, desperately want in your heart? Not what everybody's telling you, not what you think you should want. What is it your soul wants? And you're allowed to ask that question over and over again. It doesn't have to get the answer right first, but keep asking that question. The other thing is your goals could be set around your current belief. Now, this is a big one, especially when we're setting up New Year's resolutions and we're setting up new habits and new ways of being. Often what happens is we say, right, we want to do this big goal. We want to achieve this thing. So we start to change things, and then you get the results coming in. Sometimes when we don't see the results that we want, instead of getting our belief that we can actually achieve this thing, what happens is that we start to lower our goal back to our belief that we've currently got. So what I'm saying with that is, often you could say that you have this big dream. You want to leave your day job, whatever that is, but you're putting some effort in, but then the results aren't coming quick enough. So then what you do is you look at your belief and go, well, actually, I probably can't leave my day job. I should maybe stop trying. And then you go in this spiral of you don't actually try. Whereas what we need to do is shift the belief so that we are creating what we want. Not looking at the results and going, well, it's not working, so we need to do something else. We just don't have our beliefs in the right place. We're not believing it can happen. We're not doing that work to shift them old stories that we're telling ourselves, to shift them old blocks that we've got in there still. So it's not about changing your goal or setting something lower for yourself. It's about changing your beliefs so that your beliefs match where you want to go to. And that's the magic in where we do the work. Often we're so programmed to set your goal, do your action, get your results. Goal, action, results. We always miss off. What are we actually believing about ourselves and our goal? And where does that marry up? Because we need to have big dreams, belief you can have it. But if you've got big dreams and you believe you can have it in here, that's where you need to put the work, shifting that up so that you, because this big dream doesn't need to change. This mindset here needs to change. And that's the only difference. So we need to look at not changing those big dreams, not stopping yourself going for the things that your soul actually wants, because you're here to do them, but to actually change your beliefs so that you get up to that point. Change that backstory, change that, rewrite your script. That's what it's about. That's what we can do, and that is in our gift. So if you've been stopping yourself dreaming big because you're not seeing enough results yet, then we just need to change and tweak that mindset to get that up there. And then those big dreams will become your reality. They will happen to you. They really will. So you could be stalling yourself and playing a bit smaller by not getting your beliefs to the right place, basing them on your belief that you have now. And we often do that when we start to set new goals. So you could be thinking about, oh, do you know what? I would love to leave my day job and buy a big house, or leave my day job and not have to work another day in my life. But you could be setting that going, well, I'm in £20,000 worth of debt. How the hell am I going to leave my day job? How the hell am I going to do that because of this current belief of where you are now? So just think of, are you actually thinking about what you want, or are you looking around and believing that your situation now is going to be your situation forever? Because that's a big thing. So these beliefs can stop us so much from just stepping into that energy of who we're meant to be. And then the last thing I mentioned on the podcast, which is around our circle of influence. So when we are looking to expand our life, when we are looking to step into this new version of us, when we are looking to be this next version of us, what happens is we love to role model. We learn through role modeling. We role model without even noticing. And we look at those people around us. We look at the people we spend the most time with. And we often set our beliefs and our dreams and our goals around what we're seeing in other people. So if you're thinking you have this big mission in life, you want to start a business, you want to become a millionaire, you want to be really out there making an impact, creating change, but then around you no one is doing anything like that. Everybody's just got the normal jobs, they've got a normal life, and they can't see or visualize anything that you're talking about. Often we set ourselves at a lowest target because there's no one else doing it. We would feel strange if we were the only one in the group, or we were the only one in our family to be out there really creating that impact and making that change in the world. That you will get people, mentally, are you going, who the hell am I to do that? People would judge you. You'd be worried about, upsetting people because you're being too flash, whatever comes up for you. I've had them all. But you look around yourself and you look at, who is it you're trying to model off at the minute? Who is it? Because we are often the sum of the 5 people around us. So who is it we are modeling off? And are you setting your goals and your dreams based around that type of caliber of people that you're around? Because that often happens. So then you've got to think about, if you want to up your dreams and you want to step into this big version of you, how do you then up your circle of influence? Now, I'm not saying, get rid of all your friends. What I'm saying is, look at how you start to learn off people who are doing it. Start to learn off people who are, out there doing what you want to do, creating the life you want to create, living that dream now. Get in their groups, get talking to them in communities, surround yourself with these people, whether it's just listening to their podcasts, getting inside their Instagram and really absorbing that information, just upping that circle of influence so that you can start to believe it can happen for you. Because the people who are there, they're no different to you. No one is any different. They're just striving for different things, and they're not letting the other stuff, the baggage, get in the way of that big goal and them big dreams. They are dreaming big. That's the only difference. They are dreaming big and they're doing the work to get them there. And by doing the work, it's doing this belief work. It's unlocking, like this card was saying, it's unlocking that power that we've already got inside of us. So if you've had these niggles and you've had this like, I know there's more, I know there's something burning, this card's coming in tonight to say there is something burning. Listen to this information. You can be dreaming big. All this other stuff just might be holding you back currently, but it doesn't have to. So make sure that your big dreams are really stretched. They're not SMART goals. They're not anything like that, because a SMART goal is measurable. We're not going for measurable because we're going for things that we have never done before. And that's the difference. So this is where we've got to get into this real vision, this real energy of what is it you want to be? Who is it you want to be? How do you want to feel? Who is that person who just wakes up in the morning and just steps into this energy and is just like, this is my life and I friggin' love it and it's amazing and it's everything I could ever wish for and more. That's the energy that we want to create, this new wave. Not all the old stuff that we're looking around us now and seeing, because it doesn't have to be that way. We can strive for all that stuff. We can have all that amazing stuff. We just need to start to dream big and let the universe do its magic to get us there, because it really, really can. So what's this bringing up for everybody? Is it got you stirring? Has it got you thinking what you would be doing if you weren't limiting yourself? What you would be doing if you weren't thinking in the confines of your money situation, your job situation, your family situation now? What would you be doing if you let all of that go and really thought about what is it you want to do? What is that big dream inside of you? Please let me know in the comments if you've... Hi Ginger. So let me know. I want you to let me know as well if you're watching the replay. Pop in, what is these big dreams? What is this unlocking for you? And I'd love to know as well where you've been holding yourself back. So for me, one thing that hit me when I was thinking, was I dreaming big enough? I spent quite a long time waiting for a job to come off. When I was at a place where I wasn't happy in my role, I'd applied for something else, and I'd applied for, it was like a training, and it was a brilliant opportunity in my mind. It was the next best thing. It was the next best thing I was going to do. I was adamant this was my career. This is what I was going for. And I got the letter to say, yes, you've got your place. You have a 2-year waiting list. And I was like, 2 years? 2 years of my life waiting for this opportunity to come. And I sat there for 2 years. I sat there waiting because I could not see at that point outside of the walls of the company I was working in. That was my limitation. And I sat there and I did everything I needed to do, and I was bored in my role. I learned some more stuff, and it come round and my boss took me in an office and went, we're not going to let you go. I had sat for 2 years and they said, I'm not going to let you go. I'm holding you back for another 6 months. And that point I went, boom. I'd been doing all the mindset work during that time as well, because I was so angry that I'd been kept and like stalled, and I was like, this is my life and I have no control over it. And I literally was like, at that point, I was loving the coach. I was getting into coaching again. I was loving that. And I went, do you know what? I'm going to be a life coach. Why am I sat here waiting for this? Why am I sat here being dictated to because of this confines of this job? And I really did sit in this energy for so long. But I went, no, enough is enough. My dreams are bigger than this. I am going for it. And the next thing, within a month, there was a job at work that was an even higher paid job as a coach. That is how quick the universe goes. Once you get your act together and you say what you want, you say what you're going for, boom, within a month, it was there. Within 2 months, I had a 10 grand pay rise. Now, this is not made up. This is actually what happened. And it happens really, really quick. It's just the universe doesn't want to give you what you don't want neither. And yes, that job would have maybe been a temporary fix, but it wasn't what my heart was singing for. The universe knew I needed 2 years to kind of get my act together and go, Rachel, this isn't even what you want to be doing. So are you in that situation where the universe is really saying to you, dream bigger? I'm not giving you what you currently want because you're not dreaming big enough. You are playing small and you don't want that, so I'm not putting you in that situation. You need to get your act together and dream big. Because if you're listening to this, then they're probably saying that to you. Hiya, Jen. Heather's saying, great questions. I want to keep traveling this year. Yeah. And it was frustrating, but now I can see like how that divine timing was just perfection. But the universe was waiting for my mind to catch up of what I was capable of. It didn't want to put me into some poxy job that I didn't want to do. And that was the thing. I had built that wish list of what I wanted to do based on those constraints that I could see. I just seen one way, and that was to fit into that company. And that wasn't where my destiny was meant to be. So once I started dreaming bigger, boom, it all aligned in a month, like literally a month. It was crazy. So you really do need to start thinking, have you been stalling? Have things been going wrong for you as well? You know, sometimes things go wrong and wrong and wrong. And that could just be the universe is trying to go, because you're playing too small, you are not stepping into that magic that is inside of you. You are not lighting this fire that is inside of you. So we are not even tolerating whatever it is you're trying to say that you want at the minute, because it's not good enough. We want you to dream bigger, and that's when we'll bring you this stuff. Love this. I want to set up my clinic, but usually feel inadequate, like I need to learn more and more before I begin. That's my block, keeps me from dreaming. Yes, exactly, Ginger. And you don't need more. So I know you missed the beginning, but this signs and reminders card come out today, and I want you all to take the notice of this one, because it's come out with a very different energy today, this card. And what it's not saying that the signs and reminders are your guides and your angels coming round and saying that they've got you and they're supporting you and all of that, which they are, by the way. But what they're saying, what these signs and reminders are saying is, this fire is inside of you. This energy is here, ready for you to release. These signs are just saying, remember who the hell you are and get this fire lit inside of you. That is what this card is saying today. It's saying, we're giving you signs, we're giving you nudges, we're giving you the push, we're giving you these desires for you to set them on fire. And you have that energy inside of you to do it. So that's what this card is saying. So that is exactly what you need to be doing. That clinic, that is your sole desire. You do not have that for any other reason than you are here to do it. So stop with all the other stuff that we limit ourselves with. If the universe needs you to have something, it'll bring you it. You just need to start putting them steps in motion and go, I am choosing this for me. Absolutely choosing it. Chills everywhere and tears. Oh, Ginger, I hope you're all right, but I hope the happy tears, and I'm glad you needed that message. Hi, Georgette. So, yes, just if this has not lit you up, I don't know what will, but this is what really, really needs to happen, because we do spend so long just looking through this limited block, this lens of limitation on where we are currently. And, you know, we build the next steps based on 1 or 2 steps ahead, and that's not going to get us anywhere. What we need to do is just push all that to one side. None of it matters. None of it matters, literally. So it doesn't matter what your current money situation is, what your current job situation is, what your current family situation is. None of that matters. Those dreams can still come true. So we need to dream big, we need to get them out there, we need to say what it is we want, because we're allowed. We are allowed to say what we want. And I know a lot of us struggle with it. Yeah, you made it live, Georgia. I know a lot of us struggle with it, but it is so key, because as well, the universe is not going to bring you everything you want when you're playing small. So just think about that. And I hope that one helps. Have a listen to the podcast and see what else I dive into, because it always takes a different slant when I do the live to the podcast, but it helps you literally hear that information again. But if you didn't miss the start of this live, I would definitely go back and watch it, because this one has been fire. Let's just say that. I've definitely felt my energy go whoop, 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 whoop. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you are now setting some massive goals for going into 2022, because 2022 is going to be the year of expansion, like the year of miracles, the year of us stepping up. You know, this last year has been amazing, but I feel that energy of 2022, and whoever's coming with me, you are coming on a big ride, because things are not going to be small next year. We are playing out big. So if you are with me for that, come, you know, let's set them goals together. We are in this together. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Please have a think, answer the questions we've been through, and really put them in the comments. Let me know what's been happening. And yeah, I just want to hear what those goals are going to be once you actually let yourself dream them. That would be amazing. Jen saying, missed the start a bit, but enjoyed seeing the feeling. Oh, thanks, Jen. I miss you. Thanks, Heather. Right, everyone, I'm going to head off, but I've really enjoyed tonight. And remember, if you're getting signs, put in the group as well what signs you've been getting, because those signs are for everyone as well. So it massively help other people. And remember, that fire is inside of you. So just let it leash. And yeah, 2022 is going to be on fire, Georgia. Right, see you all soon. Love you. Bye.